New airports, airliners and helicopters blowing all sorts of stuff up has been released this week, as well as some updates from the Sims OG detail airliners. There is more Sim Update releases in progress to bring Sim Update 3 closer to the release, and of course we've got all the latest previews and announcements, so let's jump straight into the video as we've got all of this week's Flight Sim news. Big thank you to Flight Sim Mods for supporting this video. If you are still here and you haven't decided to leave the video and click on to something else after my very intriguing and exciting intro, this video has been brought to you by Flight Sim Mods. Flight Sim Mods is a mod store we started ourselves on the Oz Flight Simmer channel last year in 2024. We make a great flight sim add-ons for your home flight simulator cockpit setups made by flight sim enthusiasts such as myself for flight sim enthusiasts. All our products are high quality. We don't ship anything out that we wouldn't pay for ourselves, and we currently have 45 plus products in the store, including such as mounts, stands, throttle sets for Turtle Beach, Wing, Honeycomb and more. You could use code AFS10 if you like something in the store, so you can receive a little bit of discount, and we ship all over the globe absolutely free. And you can check out the store link in the description below. You won't be disappointed, and thank you to Flight Sim Mods for supporting this video. Kicking off this week's previews and announcements, Majestic, the team behind the very popular Q400 from previous sim generations, have been active in developing its Q100 for many years, facing many setbacks for this generation of flight sim. This week we've received an update to the community with some good news from Majestic. The key challenges emerged with their original 3D artists left the team, which led to delays in the completion of the Model 4 Microsoft Flight Simulator release. Due to the complexity of the Microsoft Flight Simulator compared to Prepare 3, the team couldn't just port the Q400 over directly. As a result, most of the visual assets, including the 3D model animations and displays, needed to be rebuilt from scratch. Systems and logic was able to be carried over. While the team was looking at developing options for visuals, they've been hard at work improving, updating their aircraft systems. For now, we have some new screenshots of the Q400. These aren't in the sim, but now they're able to work on the visual development. We are looking forward to seeing some more of the Q100 not too far away, flying within Microsoft Flight Simulator. But from all the information we have heard from the team this week, it sounds like the development is building momentum when it comes to the Majestic Dash 8 Q400. Coronado teased us with their next release for Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is the Cessna 210. In typical Coronado style, they announced this over on their Facebook page with one single image. We've seen the team follow this same announcement route in their past couple of releases, and then we see them announcing the aircraft to release exclusively on the InSim marketplace that week or the following week. Based on previous releases, we will expect to see a new release from the team very soon. We should expect the Cessna 210 to release, including high detail visuals and limited systems with a bunch of liveries available. Support to the GTN 750 and 650 by the PMS 50, and also the TDS Sims are to be expected as well. Of course, we will keep you posted on any more updates. Black Square has added a new trailer of their new Starship forthcoming release, which is expected to release sometime in June. There is no word from Black Square if this is going to be at the start, mid or end of June, but the Black Square Starship will be sold through the Just Flight store exclusively, and the team has updated the Starship page with all the features and options, and even you can download the manual. The Starship is the first of the Black Square fleet to arrive in the 2024 sim, and the team also mentions that this release is the most technical advanced aircraft simulations for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The manual covers some 230 possible failures and 600 plus checklist items, which should provide some suggestion on how detailed the Starship will be. And if we go by what Black Square have brought to the sim in the past, it will be a very high detail and fun release. Links in the description if you'd like to check out the full expected features list of the Starship from the Just Flight website, and also where you can download the manual. Moving over to this week's release news, Aeroplane Heaven have released its latest aircraft for Microsoft Flight Simulator this week, which is the Mitsubishi A6M20 for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and it is compatible but not native for the 2024 sim. The Zero was one of the legendary fighters that participated in World War II and was among the most capable carrier-based fighters. It was a light, agile, and long-range, aided by its extra fuel tanks that it could use. Aeroplane Heaven's version of the Zero is the A6M2 variant, which Aeroplane Heaven mentions they have developed the Zero from detailed plans and drawings. Features include with the release is highly detailed model, full PBR textures used throughout, fully modular gear wells and wing folds. Choose between a bomb layer or external tanks to be used, custom-wise sound set, custom flight dynamics, 11 historical theme liveries. You can pick up your copy of the Mitsubishi A6M20 directly from the Aeroplane Heaven store. I'll leave a link in the description below. MK Studios has released its latest airport, which is Dusseldorf, which is just ahead of the Aerosoft version that is yet to be released. MK's version of the airport was released for both 2020 and the 2024 sim. Dusseldorf serves many airliners that fly in and out of the airport with flights to North America, across to Europe, and as far as the Middle East. Dusseldorf is a major base for Eurowings, and the airport offers ILS, RMP, and SRA approaches. Features include with the release is highly detailed rendition of the Dusseldorf airport, as we know, and it is expected from MK Studios. Highly quality models and textures, interior models for each terminal and a main hall, up-to-date layout of the airport, custom jetways, custom approach lights, runway taxi lights, ILS taxi signs and other objects, custom vehicle models, accurate airport and runway elevation data, custom points of interest around, including towers, city bridges, train stations, and more. You can pick up your copy of MK Studios at Dusseldorf and also take advantage of the discount code in the link in the description below. CSS Boeing 737-500 has been released for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Its original launch was delayed due to feedback provided by streamers and content creators who were provided a pre-release copy of the Boeing. Now the team over at CSS has released its 737-500. They plan to bring the whole classic family to the sim, including the 400, the 300, and the freighter variant, along with support to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Key features with the release is accurate rendition of the 737-500 with all its systems and integrated weather radar, SimBrief and Navigraph integration, detailed flight dynamic model, custom EFB with fuel, payload data chart and performance data, authentic sound pack. The CSS Boeing 737-500 would be classed as a highly detailed range of airliner, and it comes with its own unique purchase system. $5 for 30 days, $50 for 1 year, or $120 for a one-time purchase. And you can pick up your copy of the CSS Boeing 737-500 for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 from the CSS store directly. I'll leave a link in the description below. And the team has also mentioned they are planning to begin internal testing on 2024 compatibility straight away as soon as the release has been done. Quick Flight this week released its Apache-style Hunter helicopter for both Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024. Only announced a few days ago about its release, about its upcoming release. The twin-seater helicopter is inspired by the AH-64 Apache. The release comes with interactive mission scenarios, custom-coded weapons, and dynamic damage systems. And you can basically shoot the missiles on this thing and blow things up. These features will only work with the i9 Builds version of the Hunter, and I guess if sold on the InSim marketplace in the future or down the line, the systems won't be available. But for sure, it does make an interesting release. Other features include electronical systems, fuel systems, fully clickable front and rear cockpits, multi-function displays, custom-coded weapons, mission management system, custom effects including flares, rotor wash, weapon and impact visuals, and damage modeling. Automatic target and tracking assistance is available, and you can pick up your copy of the Quick Flight's Hunter, which is inspired by the Apache AH-64 over at the InSim Build store. I'll leave a link in the description below. Moving over to this week's sim update news, and if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so in the past, please hit that subscribe button. We are only a couple of hundred subscribers away from hitting 100,000 subscribers here on the channel, and we want to have a big party. So if you can help us meet the milestone and get past that last little peak of the hill, that would be much appreciated. That being said, the work continues this week on the beta for Sim Update 3. This week we've seen 2 new updates to the latest update build. Version 1.5.3.0 arrived on the 23rd of May, and versions 1.5.4.0 arrived on the 29th of May. Version 1.5.3.0 included a bunch of stability and performance updates. It also included fixes to Xbox users who were receiving a lot of texture resolution issues by WASM gauges being corrupted, fixed to random live view leaks in the WASM instruments, which could impact VRAM after multiple restarts, fixed some rare crashes, some general bug fixes, also aircraft updates to the 737 MAX and the Heart Aerospace, also some EFB updates and air traffic updates. While on version 1.5.4.0 that released later in the week, we saw inclusions to a bunch of fixes that have been causing crashes, updates to the Air Tractor and the DG101E and the Diamond DA62, fuel system updates, physics updates, and some career bug fixes. Online services that have had fixes to that are causing some stability issues when it comes to clouds, weather predictions, and also streaming and VR. Microsoft and the Cyber teams mentioned last week on the development live stream they have scheduled Sim Update 3 to be released around about the 15th of July. So we have a good 5 weeks or so until we see this new update alive in the sim for a public release. I'll leave a link in the description below if you'd like to check out both the change logs for this week Sim Update betas. This week, when it comes to the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 in-sim marketplace, we've seen 62 releases. To me, it's really 31, but they count 31 on PC and 31 on console. This week, we've seen 6 new aircraft releases, one from Captain Sim, a DA20 from Sim Solutions, and of course, weekly spam releases from MS Sceneries. The other releases for this week is made up of 5 livery packs, 6 mission packs, 1 cityscapes, 1 night lighting pack, and 9 airport releases. Thank you very much for your support, for hearing me ramble on about all things Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 and Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 again this week. As I mentioned just a little while ago, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please use the time to hit it now. Be much appreciated. That way we can hit 100,000 subscribers and get that little shiny plaque sent over to Oz Flight Simmer HQ. It's something that we've been striving for quite a while now. Thank you to everybody that has supported the channel over the past 10 years. It is much appreciated, and we will see you in another video real soon.